Puny souls approach my forest, floundering flesh, begging to be cleaved from bone. Thou mustn't dare approach further. Thou art lucky I'm so chatty. Release thine final pleas to continue thine worthless existence. What final case doth thou make?
I do not trust this creature. I recommend you choose your next words carefully.
This forest no longer bears life. Its existence is maintained to keep me alive. Tear rotten individuals apart like overripe fruit. Crunchy life bones invigorate me. What would a soul like me require with shiny metal coins? If you say so, I will take these coins to thine butcher. May they cry out to any god they worship that they carry meat I desire.
Quah, quah, quah. Hey folks, welcome back to How I Did That. Today we're going to be talking about the monster dialogue Baldur's Gate 3 animation. Here we have our classic cast of characters. That's a better selection of them. Well, here we have... Sorry. This is the full scene. As you can see, the cave is very bare bones, as well as the exit into the forest, which I think looks pretty nice. I don't know how well you could actually see it from the hole. There's also some little shrubs here. But also, this was not going to be the scene. You can see here in the top right, there's a second collection. So let's just hide this. I can have a look at what the scene was originally going to be. As you can see, it was going to take place on the outside of the cave. This huge box is just like fog. Ta-da! So if we take that away, here we see in the little exterior of the forest. Way out here there's some mountains. This block is a boolean for this. It's sort of wanted to make like a canopy for light to shine through. But the reason I didn't end up going with this was, it's hard to make a forest scene look good, and it was taking too long. This one was, quicker and easier. So, yeah, you can see all of the characters are pretty mudded up. The way that I did that was this clay shader I use has a stones thing, where if you crank that up, it's like little particles in the clay, but if you put it high enough, it just looks like another substance is on it. So that's how these guys were done. Get messed up like they are in game. This character, the big huge titular monster, I did draw some toss-ups for the design, and then I don't think I ended up using any. I think I came close. So if we switch over Clip Studio Paint, there's the mock-up drawing I did for the exterior. But if we look at these drawings, you have sort of like a Githyanki monster. It's really just the nose makes it look Githyanki, but sort of like a cherub. Then you have like a Ganon sort of looking monster, and then more of like a regular troll. I didn't even give the guy ears, did I? Damn. Well, yeah, I just sort of opened up Blender and just started sculpting. Just let my art carry me. Just let it happen. As previously seen, all of the shots are pre-set up. It's pretty funny. The chatty line was done. I did 2 zooms, the exact same zoom, one with his mouth open, and then I just took the mouth shapes and sort of mixed it up there. We can have a look right now.
Shut.
There it is. So if we zoom in, you can see that the mouth is animated in the zoom. It did end up just being pretty much most of the zoom, but some of the easing has the mouth closed. Yeah, whatever. The way that I did the voice, I can't really hit the note.
Puny souls.
It's got a little bit of effect on it to make it a bit more imposing. As you can see, it's got a bass and a pitch shifter, but I think most of the work comes from it just being played back at a slower speed. So if we go over to the original recording,
tear rotten individuals apart like overripe fruit.
it's not quite as, big, huge monster, and it's just me doing a silly voice.
Bulls approach my forest.
Approach my forest. Yeah, it's like, it's hard to hit that. This creature. And then the Dream Guardian, I did try and emulate the Dream Guardian's voice. It's not like the same accent. It's close enough. I watched a dialogue of the Dream Guardian and just repeated what it said and then tried to match up. It's fine. If we come over to the music, it's pretty much the same as the last few, but with trombones and violas with an ice pick, or ice rain actually. If we come into this, it's actually different. What I did was I selected it all, went into flip, and flipped it vertically. So it's just created a different sort of vibe from the original. It's just sounds bad now, I think, is what happened. So, oh yeah, let's have a look at the dice roll. This is a dice that I own, a die, I guess you would say. So I didn't photo scan it, of course, but the model is from Tabletop Simulator that I just modified to have the translucent clay material, and I just reused the numbers from that dice. But yeah, I don't know why I'm holding up the dice in my hand. You can't even see it, but it is a big, huge thing. Pretty much like a baseball. It's really quite dangerous. There's so much gloss on my desk. I'm sorry, guys. This little plaque here, that was just a regular clay thing, and then this, it's the Fresnel of the clay shader. So when you view something straight on, the sides have a little effect. That's what a Fresnel is. I just boosted it up to have the sort of gold intricacies that the game has. And then the dice flying in, that was hand animated because I didn't want to, a physics simulation would probably have not mattered that much, and I think it's funnier if it's just a big huge dice flies in and bounces off. I don't know. That's probably all there is to say. I think pretty much everything else was covered in the previous Baldur's Gate. How I did that, I did. I went into more detail about certain things there. So if you're interested in more Baldur's Gate behind the scenes animation stuff, check that out. If not, then if you want to see more Baldur's Gate animations, there's 2 others of those. If if you haven't seen them. And if you want to see more Baldur's Gate, I've made a video, and there will probably be another Baldur's Gate video next week, assuming I don't do something else instead. So, yeah, bye-bye.